Good afternoon once again, ladies, gents and Pikachus, another commentary video on the Quran of the Muslims. So what I have realised, there's a website called the Noble Quran which claims to have an accurate translation of this into English side by side. Which seems really nice, doesn't it? But what you have to remember about this website, it's written by Muslims, and because it's written by Muslims and they are following this, i.e. not the one they have on their website, which is wrong, they have translated it in a romanticised fashion where they have swapped out most of the badness for kind of mid-niceness, and it's not an accurate translation. So I'm going to give you a quick example of what that means. And straight away you'll notice that the text that it's translating from, the Arabic text here, is completely different to the actual text inside an Arabic Quran. O humanity is added. Be mindful of your Lord who created you has been added. Producing weak or failing children has been taken away, and if you fear Allah, speak only in answer as is fair and correct has been taken away. So this entire thing is 100% fabricated and romanticised. So as we can see, that doesn't match what's inside here, and what's inside here is the accurate Arabic translation. Well, no, this is the Arabic Quran. What's in here is the accurate Arabic translation. And the first bit says, if they produce only weak or failing children, chastise them as they did so because they did not fear Allah. That's exactly what this one here says. But that's not what the Noble Quran says in its translation. And so, really what we can tell just from that first line is that the Noble Quran is trying to convince people who need both translated that this isn't the actual words of Allah, which in fact it is. And I think we know why this is happening. And if you need proof of why this is happening, in this one, Allah specifically says he only speaks in Arabic, and you shouldn't translate the Quran into English because this will make you an infidel. So the Noble Quran is translated into English for the infidels to read. That's what you've got to keep in mind. So don't use the Noble Quran as the Quran that you're going to read, because if you do that, one, you are reading an incorrect version of the Arabic, which is changed, and two, because you're using an incorrect Arabic to translate into English, what you're going to end up with in English is absolutely not the word of Allah, which is in here. So, in conclusion, please don't be fooled by this kind of thing. These websites which offer you translations are put there to trick you out of the knowledge of the Quran of the Muslims, this thing here, because Allah specifically says, and I will say once again because it's very important that we all know this, Allah says any translation away from the Arabic, which is the language that Allah speaks himself, is incorrect, sinful, and the learning of it makes you an infidel. So it's worthless to read the Noble Quran or anything like that, especially when it's made by faithful Muslims who are only doing that so they can praise up their brothers and cover up the sins of their religion. And in doing so, trick you as a non-believer into behaving like an infidel and falling foul of the complaints of other Muslims. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed that. You learnt something. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Who else finds it extremely disappointing that these guys treat us like idiots like this for absolutely no reason more than we are non-believers? But there you are, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed that and you learnt something. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.